Yes, people, Man TV is back from after having a terrible season. We are back from reviews for the Newcastle versus West Ham game and West Ham versus Fulham. So let's start from the beginning. Newcastle versus West Ham. West Ham lost 5-1 to Fulham at the London Stadium. I mean, the reason why this video is coming out on Monday because I've been trying to process the fact that we lost to Newcastle 5-1. The whole reason why we lost to Newcastle 5-1 because it was 22 versus 0. Not one player played for our club. Second half, Newcastle just capitulated to us and made us feel weak. It was like having Superman's kryptonite, and that is not good for us. That is not good for us. How many times have we seen this season where West Ham has made mistakes game after game? And this whole game, we've done absolute nothing. We only scored one goal. We did not fight. We just said, hey, let's give Newcastle the 3 points. Let's give Newcastle 5 goals. We were only 2-1 down. The first half. Second half, it was just boring to see. It was just really frustrating to see. It was not one part of the game where I said, oh, we could win this match. I knew we were going to lose this match against Newcastle. But the team just gave up on the first half. Second half gave up. Mistakes, even when we had the ball. It was just the plan for Moyes' plan from first half, give the ball to Newcastle. Second half, give the ball to Newcastle. When you have the ball, make the mistake. That is David Moyes' plan. And he's telling us that, we should stand up and be true fans, even though you just let our team get battered by Newcastle. He said that in his press conference, his post-match interview. Stand up and be a true fan, even though you're the reason why we're not having a good season. People say, blame our defence, but it's happening time after time after time that we've been doing the same old problem. And I am done with this whole manager. I'm trying to think positive about this game, but in reality, there's nothing positive. There's not one positive thing. Newcastle, the only positive came out of the game was Wilson doing the Macarena against our fans, and that's just, he's done because of the Antonio Wilson podcast. The game could just, if Moyes, he's turning into the GSB, he's turning into this whole fad where the whole fans have been against GSB. Every single West Ham fan is against GSB. Now it feels like Moyes is part of this whole ownership corruption BS, because this has gone long enough where we've seen David Moyes not actually doing his job. He's not capable to do his job. And the GSB, the only West Ham fan who actually enjoyed that game was the GSB because they are getting the money out of it. They enjoy corruption. They don't care about our club. So again, why should we care about GSB? Why should we care about our owners if they are enjoying our pain and suffering? Why should we say, hey, why should we go to games and see us underperform? The day after West Ham under 18s won 6-1, we could have used that team. I mean, we could beat Newcastle with that team, but they won next day. The mentality that the under 18s had for beating Southampton 6-1 at the London Stadium, same time was there was no mentality in the Newcastle game. We just said, hey, you know what, it's Newcastle, let them have Champions League, and then they just forgot, oh, we're fine for the relegation battle, but our team keeps on keeps on underperforming, and I can't justify the fact that this has been happening. I can't. I'm trying this from Thursday to Monday. I'm trying to think like what happened in that game, and now we're going to 15 losses because our manager can't sort out his tactics. If he can't sort out his tactics, then it has to go. This job he's delusional to think that is to blame us. He's 58 and he's blaming us because we lose our matches. We're losing faith. We're not losing faith on the team. We're losing faith on the fact that you messed up our season. We made so many mistakes and you don't sort out the problem. If we attack, our defense could get destroyed. If we defend, we barely attack, and that is just a stupid tactic. We barely get anything out of the game if we follow David Moyes. That's why the whole West Ham fan communities around the world has had enough of David Moyes. Yes, we've had two good seasons with David Moyes, but we can't allow David Moyes to go to our next 8 games where we get capitulated and not having the will to attack. I think the players. David Moyes in an interview, oh, we fully back David Moyes. Oh, he's a good manager. But in reality, I think I don't think the players have the confidence in David Moyes. I don't think someone told me that a West Ham player said that he has confidence on having the team. I think that's just BS. If any West Ham player said that, not including the ladies under 18s, any West Ham player said that we have 100% support on David Moyes, I think that's just BS. I think that's just 100% BS because not one of us in the West Ham fan community would has the faith in Moyes. And if the players know that we're having a bad season, then they shouldn't. Then how can you back David Moyes? 30 managers been gone, and one of them should be David Moyes. No, we're having a season where David Moyes hasn't done anything. And I'm sorry, but if David Moyes keeps his job, then we're gonna get relegated. But if he's at Moyes and get a new manager, then our problems will be sorted. Next is Fulham, West Ham, Fulham. Better goals from Newcastle. Darlington Wilson scored twice. Isaac scored once. And I think Darlington scored once as well. West Ham versus Fulham. You know what, even though West Ham defeated Fulham 1-0, which I'm glad that we got the 30 points, rather than staying out with 27 points. I think with this whole, again, this is another performance where I feel we underperformed. This is our third performance that we underperformed. If you think I'm lying, then you look at the stats. Possession, Fulham had 74% possession. We had 24, and yet we defended well. We played really. Our defensive was really good. And our defense was really good. Our attack was not. That's what I'm saying. If we attack more, our defense is weak. If we defend less and attack more, then our defense goes weak. Same thing. That is the thing. Moyes has to find a little. Moyes has to find a middle ground where he can say, okay, we're in the relegation battle. We need to find a way that we can get both attacking players and defensive players very well, because we don't deserve to win against Fulham. We don't. 74% possession lost out of 24. That is just, that's unbelievable in a way that I'm disappointed in. That the Moyes hasn't sorted that out. It's the same. People wondering, why we want Moyes out. If you watch our matches day after day, week after week, the performance that we put is the reason why we want Moyes out. This is to show why we are in relegation. But people are asking, why West Ham in relegation battle? But if you look at our performances, look how we defend, how we attack less, and defenders make mistakes. That is the reason why we underperform. And I'm sorry, but we got lucky against Fulham. The reason why we won against Fulham because Fulham had no Mitrovic. Fulham was playing like they had Mitrovic on their team. But in reality, they didn't have Mitrovic on their team. And that's why they struggled. Their crosses was meant for Mitrovic, but Mitrovic got an 8-match ban. So thank you, Mitrovic, for helping us get 3 points. But again, we cannot allow our team to underperform. Even if it's against Southampton 2 games ago. Southampton wasn't really a big 20th in the team league, and we played like we were 20th in the league and they were like 15th. So it's underperforming. Yet again, underperforming. I'm sorry, but if Moyes wants to go to a team that wants to play poorly, then go. But the thing is, don't let our team suffocate from the pain and suffering that you're giving, because that is just unacceptable. 74% possession to 24. We only had 24 and we won. We barely got out of the game. We barely did anything in that game. Southampton's we can ask, where's up with Zol? Okay, we're playing against Southampton, less attack, less. Southampton's 20th in the league. Fulham has no Mitrovic. That should have been a positive for us to actually get something. Moyes says, "Hey guys, I think we can go to we can go to Scouts. if we can go to I'm sorry, I'm not as accents. We can go to Fulham and underperform. Let's not attack. He's just literally giving the orders to not attack. South Newcastle, let's not attack. Southampton, let's score one goal, park the bus. It stresses me out to be a West Ham fan. And I think Moyes has given up. And in the after the match, Moyes went to the tunnel. The players clapped. Moyes said, "No, I'm not gonna clap. I'm gonna go to the tunnel." See, and that's the thing. Showing disrespect is one thing, but to go out there to the away fans, not to go out there to the away fans and not clap to the away fans, is utter respect. And you want us to say, "Oh, you know, we respect Moyes. Oh, we're gonna stay in the game." You want us to be true fans when you don't show any respect to the fans. You don't show respect to me. You don't show respect to people who travel to the stadium. You don't care about this team. You only care about one person and one person only. That is just. I think he doesn't even care about the players that play. I mean, he doesn't even care. He doesn't even care about our last three performances. We got. We still got Arsenal and United, Man City, and Liverpool to play. Four big teams to play. And if we underperform, then Moyes. I'm not going to say we're going to win, but if we underperform against those teams, then actually, even in the remaining fixtures, even if we underperform in our remaining fixtures, then Moyes has to say, "I quit." The owners has to go, because if David Moyes has the decency to respect our club, and you know what, fact, I don't know even the way he said, Moyes, if you want to respect our club, then why don't you follow your own rule and say the same thing? Stand up, be a true West Ham manager or fan. If you respect our club, walk out of the stadium, go home, go back to Scotland, wherever you were born, retire, because if you think that even if we stay up and win the Conference League, the fans are not gonna hate you. If you think that, then you're unbelievably stupid to think that. But if you think that we can survive without you, then you know what, do the right thing, because if we underperform, it's your fault, because your tactics are just poor. If you do the right thing and quit the job, find the R in Kretinsky crazy. We still have respect for you for our last two seasons, but we don't respect the fact that you are the type of manager that we've seen come and go at our club and have good seasons, and then say, "Hey, you know what? It's time for us to go. It's time for us to go." Just pack your bags. If you think we're gonna have Moyes out chances at our games, then yes, we're gonna have Moyes out chance. Because if 13 managers can go, so can Who would I take? I'll take Potter. I'd rather take Potter than Rodgers. I don't think I don't know. I mean, Potter can actually bring something to this club. And you know what? We lost our chances on Zagreby. We lost our chance on Emery. In fact, we should have. I wish we got those managers because they are performing really good for their clubs. They're at right now, but we are not doing the right thing, the right mentality. So Moyes, and end this video, I can say one thing: Moyes, get out of our club ASAP. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button if you are if you enjoy this rant up and down side. We've got the victory. We've got a victory in this video, but we still are not happy with our performances. So two things. Put your predictions down on whether or not West Ham will get relegated, and come on, you Lions.